Hey all, welcome back to Peculiar Potions. We have a bit of a change of venue today as we return to Treasure Town for our next project, because there still exists some resources we don't have easy access to, such as slime balls to help us craft tools like leads. So I figured why not add this underground farm onto the existing underground base. Time to establish a new resource. It's another pleasant night down here in Treasure Town, free from any danger or worry, completely safe underground here. It's always such a nice, relaxing place to be. It's always rather quaint. So I figure, hey, let's go ahead and establish another new project over here. So let's have a look at the bulletin board. And one of the key things that we have left to do on the bulletin board is the slime farm. So if we can knock that off of the to-do list there off the bulletin board, that would be great. So I am not entirely certain where this is going to go yet. I just figured that it'd probably be fitting somewhere around here, considering we're underground already, is one of the key reasons why I wanted to build it here. So it'd be way more convenient establishing it out here somewhere. My goodness, yeah, the Endermen, I swear, there are so many of them, holy crap. Oh, there's a few bats flying around. It looks like they placed a grass block over there, wacky. And one there too, and one there too. Hopefully they're not stealing from my, my place here, that would suck. Anyway, I already have the materials gathered together to work on this project. So we have a whole bunch of smooth stone that we're going to use to make slabs. We're going to make a couple iron golems here, which means I'm going to need to carve that, and these are just random shears that I had around. One of the key reasons that we're going to need to work on this project is because I have 3 leads left. I'm fairly certain at the beginning of last episode I had 5, but I lost 2 as I was transporting the fox and donkeys back home. And I didn't even end up keeping the donkeys, because I already had 2 donkeys in the hideaway that I forgot about, so whoops. I'm running out of leads here. I'm fairly certain I do still have, like, a decent few slime balls around from when I made that trip over to spawn. But it's the kind of thing that would be really handy to just establish an infinite supply of, so that I never have to worry about it ever again. Also, as of doing this, I am now, like, with this, out of iron, is the case, so I'm gonna have to worry about the future, and we can worry about that, I suppose. I did find out that you can trade with villagers for campfires, namely fishermen. So I brought one of their levels up. It was this guy over here, to apprentice, and it said apprentice that they have a chance to trade you campfires, which he didn't. I trade him coal to level him up there, and this guy, I don't have a whole lot of rock otter string, and I felt a little bit too lazy to do that. So I could have traded with the guys that came up here, but I can't do that because then I'd lock their trades in, and what if I want to assign new jobs to them and stuff like that. So I just trade with a few villagers here until one was available to trade campfires. And then I remembered that I still had 34 campfires left over from when I made a stack of them like forever ago. During, I think it was honestly the animal farm project is what it might well have been. It was a good while back. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of materials gathered together here. Now, the first step of this process is just going to be identifying a slime chunk, which there are ways to do that completely legitimately, but we're gonna use the... I can't even spell seed right, holy crap. I'm just gonna use the slight cheaty peach strats and just look it up. Like, that sounds way easier. I am in the middle of looking things up on a seed map, which means that my game is frozen, my game is paused. And I hear an Enderman near me. Hi, do you mind? Did you take one of my flowers? Wait, I didn't plant flowers here. Wait, where the heck did you? That was last episode, planting it with the bee area. I didn't. Hold on. Hold on a hot second here. Really? It still takes 3 swings. Still gonna take like 4. Oh, is the game lagging? Oh, thanks, server. Because I have looting on this thing, and I'll eventually need ender pearls. Oh, that's not good. Well, he's gonna be lurking around, ready to ruin my day at any moment's notice, unless the flame killed him. Oh, that sketches me out now. I'm gonna chill in the river here while I continue figuring out what the heck I'm doing. Apparently, if I go directly east from here to about X2900, it's apparently a slime chunk. So, is this east? Okay. So, this way? So, oh, hi, cat. Oh, if you go there, I think that's a one-way thingamabob. I should, maybe patch that. Oh. Oh, that's not great. Here, I'll do this so you can get through. There we go, right? So I think that this here should be a slime chunk then. Apparently, these both should be slime chunks. This one might actually be a little bit more convenient. I can make it, like, right under the village then. Okay, is there a more convenient one? Is there one that's, like, out there? How best would I get out here anyway? Ah! Oh my goodness! Oh. You know, I honestly thought that maybe you had just died after all. Because I hadn't seen you for a while, but you just had to wait for the worst possible time. Oh, jeez, that is the most Minecraft has jump scared me in a good while. Oh, my heart! What the heck was I just doing? I was looking for a slime chunk. 295280 roughly is apparently another valid one. So I'm just gonna, like, it's mostly lit down here. So, like, if I move on down to 2980, let's have a look-see around here. Okay, 2980 might be a little bit far, right? Wait, did I read the thing right? Around 2950 and 280 is what it was. Z280, which means if I come back this way, and yeah, this one is a slime chunk as well, apparently. So I could make it out here, and then it's a little bit separated from the village. Depends on how deep this is gonna be, I suppose. So I am gonna use a design that I found online for this design. I've never done a slime farm before myself. I don't even quite understand their spawning patterns. So I'm just gonna link the video that I use in the description below, and I do not take credit for it. And apparently with that, you go down to Y level 20, which we're really darn close to with this. This is Y level 20 here. Like, we're already at the right initial Y level here. And then apparently you go up 18, so I guess to Y38. So if I did have it a bit closer, like, it would still be completely under the village. But it might be a little bit noisy as well, is the one big concern, you know? So this might actually be a little bit better, so it's, like, far enough away. Well, I mean, the village is already noisy because they're always hearing the hums, ha, you know, stuff like that. But how noisy are slimes again anyway? Will it be better to have them a little bit apart? Here, let's put little dirt pole markers as options. This chunk here is an option. Huh, even some extra height. Apparently this should be an option here as well. And this is like kind of smack dab under the village. Oh my goodness, so many things happening on screen here. Huh. No, wait, I misread it on the seed map here. Around 29, 220, and 260. I'd have to dig into here a little bit. So, the most convenient one may actually be this one here in that case. Is what I'm interpreting here. Yeah, most likely. Huh. I mean, it'd be super convenient already starting at Y20 here. That would, definitely help things along. Real chin scratcher. I might just get digging, honestly, is what I may just do. Look, it's close to the village. It's slightly away. It would do the job that it needs to. There are some other ones a decent bit in there, it seems, but it might be a little bit tricky. As opposed to just using this open area here. That would make things a whole lot more convenient. It does mean that this design normally does involve, like, a lot of digging, hollowing out a space, and then, you know, digging out enough that there's, like, X radius of walls around it. This does mean that I might have to put... Would I have to put walls around it? Or can it just be, like, open space so we can just watch, like, slime spawning on the platforms, I wonder? I don't know. Let's find out. What the heck is going on with that iron golem? Anyway, let's find out. Let's start digging. Actually, no, I'm gonna need to leave this on so I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. Let's start digging and see what happens after I first put down some chests here. These are just like some spare chests that I had around, and start dumping some stuff because my inventory is going to start filling up in no time at all. And did I just hear a cat? I'm actually going crazy. Let's just see here. I don't know if I'll use the glass or not. I figure, just in case, you know. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good there. Yeah. Let's start digging a big hole, I guess. The slime farm project. This would be a project that would involve a lot of digging a hole. So first and foremost, I mapped out the coordinates into the corners to know how far I was digging, and then I started hollowing out the area a little bit, just to get the general dimensions here of what exactly I'm working with, what exactly I'm hollowing out. I guess these caves weren't completely spawn-proofed, considering this would happen sometimes where a random mob would come up to me. I would need to spawn-proof up there a little bit because that wasn't lit much at all, and I would need to start digging this all out. So it would stop looking like as much of a natural cave and just start looking like a big square hole that I've dug out, but a big square hole that achieves a purpose in yielding slime balls over time. So lots and lots of digging, and it makes me very, very glad that I acquired these enchanted tools here, because if I was still doing projects like this with stone tools, my goodness, this would have taken so much longer. So I'm really glad that I was kind of able to relatively shred through the various stone that I needed to get through here. My inventory would fill up pretty quickly. I would later deposit what I could in chests down below. I accidentally fell when fighting the zombie over there, so I needed to navigate all the way back around and back to digging my hole again, but it wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't all that much of a setback here. I couldn't help but feel that the different color stone here that I'm not familiar with the name of, considering it's newer to Minecraft since the time that I would have played it a lot back in the day. I couldn't help but feel that it looks like a little bit of a Space Invader in the corner over there, but maybe I'm just going a little bit crazy, but I can't be the only one that thinks that, right? Surely. Well, we had the hole dug out. We now had a massive square in the side of the cave, so it was time to start placing slabs. There's another zombie that just came on over. There's a few of them that seem to like popping on by. So this is a mob farm design that is just going to use multiple layers of slabs like this to get slimes to spawn on. Torches around ensures that there isn't going to be any other mobs that spawn on it, just slimes. So hopefully we'll get a good amount of them. I might need to light up the surrounding caves a decent bit so that, you know, there aren't as many mobs spawning in there. And then we can get more slimes if that's how the mob cap works. I don't know. I'm no Minecraft expert here. I would assume so, something like that though. As for this design, this is a design that I just found with a quick search on YouTube, so I'll be sure to credit the proper video in the description below in case anyone wants to use the same design here. Because it'd probably be a whole lot easier to follow that than this mess of what I'm throwing together here. So, bit by bit, I just went layer by layer here, lighting up with torches along the way. I would have to take away these dirt blocks sometime later, but for now, it would be just fine there while I'm building. Right now, it would be no big deal. There we go, all the layers were complete. Now, to figure out actually turning this into a slime farm, I would need to put 2 iron golems in 2 locations here. One at the top and one around the bottom center. Now, I was about to make an iron golem. I was about to shear the pumpkin. But then I realized, wait, an iron golem has just wandered out of the village. Why don't I save on materials and just bring him over? You know, save on a decent bit of materials like that. So he's just going to be kind of hanging out over there and baiting the slimes towards moving to the center, where they're going to fall into a fire pit, and then they're going to have their slime balls yoinked. As for the center platform, this is what it would look like here. I needed to craft some iron bars there. So this would be the location of Iron Golem number 2, so he's in there. I just decided to make an Iron Golem this time. I figured it might be a little bit too much of a hassle to get an Iron Golem from the village all the way over there, especially considering I don't think another one had wandered out at that point, so I just figured I'd take the safe option there. So both Iron Golems were set up. I needed to dig out a little bit farther, didn't want the walls too close here, so I made sure to dig 3 blocks out from the farm. Now, you can see the top Iron Golem is doing a lot of bouncing in a time-lapse. I mean, even outside of a time-lapse, he does a lot of bouncing, and, you know, isn't exactly the most aesthetically pleasing here, let's just say. But, you know, it's not meant to be, it's meant to achieve a purpose. So as long as it does that, we're fine. So he's just going to be bouncing around there until the end of time. He wanted to go venture out outside the village And now his fate is bobbing up and down until the end of time, baiting slimes into wandering into campfires, I suppose. So lots and lots and lots of digging. Again, very, very glad for my enchanted tools. I would sometimes deposit my materials in the chest over there, so if ever I need a lot of stone for a project, I know exactly where to come now that I have plenty of that, considering the pickaxe is a silk touch one. So I'm gonna have lots and lots of stone going forward here. Getting the last layer here to finish off the dig out. Finish off the digging here. That, it's all hollowed out. Now the final touches here would just be editing the golem cage over here to have a little bit of iron bars at the top, just to make sure that no slimes could actually get in there and damage the golem. And then I just waited a little bit to see if any slimes would spawn. I would change my position a little bit to see if it would change things, and there were slimes occasionally spawning. It wasn't super duper frequent. I was definitely getting more luck with some areas than others. It might definitely serve me to make an actual AFK area later down the line, but slimes were spawning, the farm was working, and that was the important part here, even if it wasn't super frequent. And with that, you wouldn't think it from the surface, but you come underground, we have the secret underground village over here, and then right around the corner we have this monstrosity of a slime farm, multiple layers of slimes that can spawn, move towards the center as they go after the golems, and end up dropping their slime balls after they burn on the campfires. Another project was complete. We've now secured an infinite source of slime balls. Never again will I need to venture out to a swamp for the same materials. Really? Was this block open or did you take it? You took it. And now you're nodding at me. I, one of these days, really need to light up these caves, I guess. Because my goodness gracious. Like, at least you haven't taken anything vital to the villagers, I guess. Really? Well, apart from that, it is a lovely day here in Treasure Town, I mean, Town. At some point, I should probably make a more convenient path down to here, because right now, there kinda isn't one. It doesn't really seem like this, machine is super duper efficient with this current setup, I don't know if you need to be anywhere specific. I'm fairly certain that a lot of farms like this, a lot of people will go to like an actual AFK platform that's like way above, and it'll do something weird to, you know, trigger slime spawning here, whatever thing you're trying to farm. I really do not want to make an AFK platform. I would rather not project to the whole world, hey look, here I am, from some platform up there. So I think the best thing that I can do is probably just spawn proof as much stuff around here as I can, which would in turn solve the Enderman problem. But slimes are spawning, like we are actually getting slime balls here, so we've already got production, which is really cool to see. And I'm not exactly in a position where I need like a bazillion slime balls as fast as possible. All I need is a way to get slime balls without needing to trek to the other side of the planet every single time I need slime balls, go all the way to spawn anytime I need to go to a swamp and just farm some manually, because that was a decent bit of a trip that one time, and for it to turn out that I didn't even need them. So the goal here was just to have resources localized, and that has been achieved. Slime balls are the kind of thing I don't need super regularly, but when I do, I can come here and I can just yoink what I need. I have a decent bit of materials on the side here now that I didn't go through. I'm glad that I was able to save on some iron. I'm gonna need to farm some of that here pretty soon. There's a lot of stone that got dug out, so I'll do something with that eventually. You know, at least this area here should be all spawn proof, so I don't have to worry about that at least. I think at least, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell with some of these light levels. So when I was testing this, I seemed to get the most luck with it when I was just above, just outside, which leads me to believe that it might be good to make at least like a little AFK shack thing on the surface, but you know, again, even as is, it is spawning slimes here and there. That looks really not all that great. Really not very aesthetically pleasing, let's say. But, you know, it's not meant to be much of a looker. It's meant to achieve a purpose, and it does that. Also, I'm going to need to repair my pickaxe because it is almost broken. Also, I should put, like, an iron door around here or something or other, and there's a couple enderman blocks that have been picked up. So, like, what does this mean? What does it mean? Is our ender friend still here? He put down the block. Oh, man. Well, I don't know where that key went. Huh? 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 Okay, well, I don't really want you guys trapped in here, so, I guess I'll just open that up, make it symmetrical and stuff. So I guess that's a problem that I need to account for as well, is that NPCs can parkour into here. What, you like the job shack? I mean, I'm not using it as a job shack right now, so you can do whatever it is you're doing in there for now, I guess. I don't think the villagers are gonna mind. Probably. And with that, another task is complete. Another thing that we can knock off the bulletin board. Hi, how's it going? The slime farm is complete. This mines things so dang fast, or I guess axes things so dang fast. Another thing off the bulletin board, another task complete with our massive slime farm that we have all the way over there. Sweet. We can pack it in, call it another day here, and just take it easy. Look at that. Huh? Wait, what? No. No. Wait. No. What? But. Hold on. Wait. Huh? You. Okay. I don't think we can stick around here. No. There's no way that anybody would be able to know. There's no indication, especially over there. There would be no way to, it's just impossible for anybody to know. Like, what would, it can't. It just simply can't be. I don't,